just wait 2 seconds until everything goes up. I'll just say welcome to this second part of making a full track. So last time we made this, and there is in my head something that I didn't like, especially the rumble bass. So if we look at that, here it's kind of too muddy. So what I'm gonna do is take my rumble machine and delete it. So now we just have our kick, and then we're gonna put in the rumble machine again. Here. Yes. And because it has a delay instead. Before we used the reverb, and I actually like the how it sounds when it's a delay. I actually like this a lot better. I feel there's a lot more room, but right now I haven't done anything to the dry signal that yet, so the kick is too soft. So let's hit raw and put into the dry, and set stage to multiband, and take number 2, and just listen to the kick by itself. So this is the mid-range. Then we're gonna take down the frequency of a filter and take the high one as well. So we get this click. Take that down so it gets a little more round. And here comes the, not too much, but now it's a lot more dirty, and yeah. And now we can hear it together with the rumble. Whoops. And then I'll mix that in. And now we can actually turn up the volume. And the mixing of the percussion is off, so this has to be way down here. And let's turn this off. So today we're gonna do the melodic stuff to this kind of techno, so the Raw Hypnotic Techno. So we're gonna do a lot of sound design in some different VSTs. 2 of my favorite VSTs, so you already know I like Vital. So we're gonna build some stuff in Vital, but also in Faceplant. And Faceplant is kind of on another level. So if you see over here, we have a modular, full modular sound system. So Faceplant is kind of like that, just cooked into a VST. And it's not a cheap one if you buy it, but there is actually this plan where you pay, I think it's about 10 euros a month, and you get everything they have. And I think it's almost like rent to own. So when you fully paid the full thing, I think you'll just get it. Yeah. So the first thing I want to do to complement all this, we could just make like a sequence with the plucks or whatever, but I actually like to have what's called top basses as well. And that's what we're gonna make in Faceplant today. Or some of it. We are also doing the melodic stuff. So it is gonna be a fairly longer one than last time today. So maybe 45 minutes or so. But let's see what the time will bring. So let's take Faceplant and see what this machine is. So this is how it looks. It doesn't look complicated at all right now, and if I play on my push, nothing will come out of it. So you start with fully blank, but the possibilities in here are enormous. So we have generators over here. It says effects. We have 3 effects lanes, and you put in an effect and you can just stack them, and there's no limit on, it's just the CPU of your computer how much it can take. So there's no limitation, and you have like, you can route different oscillators to different lanes if you want to do that as well. So if you have a sub lane, you can have that on lane 2 to process the sound on that, while on top of that you could do something else on lane 1, and you can send both of them to lane 3 that's doing stuff. So it's kind of mind-blowing when it starts, but you'll see how mind-blowing it is when we start. And then we have modulators in the bottom, so envelopes, LFOs, randomizers, all that things. So you can see when I just hover here, this line will come up here, and if I click it, I have options to choose. I can do analog, so that will be like saw, sine, triangle, all these different algorithms for what's called analog synthesis. We can also do granular if we want to do that. We're not going to do that today. Noises, we have a Foley sampler in here as well, and we have wavetables. So the difference between, let's say Vital, you have 3 oscillators, a sampler, 2 filters, and 6 envelopes, 8 LFOs, 4 randomizers. That's it. Here I can just have 255 LFOs if I want that. There's no limitation. So that's the layers you can really dig deep into this. So let's take analog to start with. So it looks like this, and now we can play. That's just the regular saw. Let's make it a sine with its height pitched like that. So right now I want to do FM, so frequency modulating. So we're gonna modulate the phase of the sine wave here with another sine wave. So how to do that is I can go down here, and now I can say I want an analog more, and choose sine wave and say okay. When we play that, this doesn't do anything. You can see the arrow here goes to lane 1, and lane 1 sends it to lane 2, and vice forward to that. But this is a modulator now. So we can do click here and say, okay, I want to modulate so the frequency of the phase. So right now I just want to connect it. So you can see this is connected. I'm not actually going to do much with this right now. It's still like that. But then in modulators down here, I would click, and you can see how much I can choose from down here. It's kind of crazy how much I can do with it, but let's have an envelope and make this envelope just a spiky one with a slope. And then I would connect these two. So you can see how it's a little bit, you have to like know synthesis to use this machine, because it's not like Vital, it's there. But here you have like to connect all the wires as well. So, but now I connected these, so I can take this one now, turn up an FM with an envelope. We can shape the envelope. Let's go deeper. So we're in the, let's take the release up a little bit more. Actually like that. Then we send this to lane 1. And then we're gonna, you can see all the effects I can choose here. It's also crazy how much there is, but let's keep it simple and take a distortion. And let's see, the scale, we should be in F. So this is our top bass. But then I'll take this one and connect to here as well and say I want to, because we want kind of a gritty, something like that. So now it's going in here, and then I just want a new one, and then we have this multipass, and this is crazy as well. That's built into this, because when I click this, this will appear, and it's not showing a lot. But if I open it, we have a whole new section with effects. So I could say I want this to be 5 different bands. So let's say I want, on this one here, I want a delay. Only on these frequencies. And then I want them in sync. We could dog it, like sidechaining with the bounce. So already now I'm just going to close it down to make some kind of rhythm. So let's have one here, one here, one here, one here, and maybe one here, and then let's go weird. And here, and this one, let's go down. Let's hear this without the kick. Let's have this. Something like that. Too loud, too hot. And let's open this again and multipass and say on this one I want a filter that has a high pass, because we don't want any sub in this. And down here we're going to just take this off and listen where we want the bass now. Take this one off. And on the top one, maybe a reverb. So the early is the pre-delay, so there's no pre-delay on it. I just want it right away. So let's try and something like that. So let's make this fun little. So I'm not thinking about the tones actually when we're doing hypnotic, because the more off it is, the better it is actually, and that gives a freedom when you do kind of something like this. You can hear it with. So let's go and modify it even more with this. Something fast hitting, like more of a pluggish. And then on here, we're gonna throw in the EQ. Open this up. So you can see we cut away all the subs, but just in case, so we know it's not popping off, because we have a lot in the low end, so we don't want to mess with the low end. And let's see. So this is a dynamic EQ. So I want the sound to pop up here. Too much. Maybe some of these as well. contain it. And then the rumble kick over here, if we take the rumble by itself, so right now there is frequencies that's overlapping. So I'm going to take this wonderful little machine here called, let's see, Fuser, and put on faceplant here. And then Fuser here, we're going to sidechain that to the rumble kick and assign it to post effects for the rumble kick. So if we open up Fuser, so you can actually see this is the top bass and this is the sub rumble bass. So right now it's kind of scanning, and now it selects to see there's phase issues here. So we have some problems with the two basses overlapping each other and phase cancellation each other. So what we're gonna do is that we can hit this little button here, and this will phase rotate by itself, figuring out right now it's learning. So it rotated the phase now, so it's not doing a lot. And then we're gonna sidechain resolve conflicts. So now it's sidechained the two basses from each other. So the sub bass will go through, and this one will just have these little overtones. So this is a perfect little machine to help your problems, and this is the first of its kind. I'm pretty sure that there will come more in the new EQs and compressors, all that, but this is really amazing. So now we can turn on the kick again. And it's just in the background, so it can be turned down a little bit. Nice. So I will rename this top bass and give it a blue color. Oh, no, it's not this. I can just do this, assign track color to clips. So now I want to make some kind of chord progression, and this is the easiest way to make these hypnotic sequences. So first of all, let's make a sound. Let's just use Vital and make an easy something like here, and hit shift and it will go octaves, and then we want to FM with the first shape, and let's take envelope 2 and assign that to here and turn this down. Something like that. Hit the distortion, hard clip, take envelope 1. Again, it can't be too nice. It has to be kind of gritty, dirty. Compressor before that, and let's hear. We have a click, so we take the, and then we can have some reverb where we take the low off. Too much. Mix down. And maybe a delay that will come after. And set the to mid ping pong, and let's take this down to 4. Take the mix way down with this. So now we made just something. We can correct that afterwards, but then we have this sequencer here that is free, and I made another video about only this sequencer go check it out on YouTube if you want to learn this. But it's free, and there's a link where you can get it. The only thing is that it's kind of broken. It's very old, so it won't save your sequence. So if you have a sequence here, and you make something and you say, oh, it's 2 o'clock at night, I need to save it, and then if you open up tomorrow, it's wiped clean. It won't save your preset or what you've done. So you have to like bounce it out in audio, or you can, what I do, bounce it out in MIDI as well afterwards. But the cool thing with this is that we can just, right now it will make, if I hit play, just this. It's what it does. But let's hit random. So now it just hit random. Now we have like hypnotic stuff. The only problem is that it's the range, you can see it goes from -5 to +22. So if we take 12 off, so it's on 10, then it's in 1 octave. We kind of take it down. So down to 10. Whoops. There we go. 3 is fine. 31. That's a really high number. So let's just try and take some uneven number like 13. Like that, and take down the, and it's not crazy enough, it needs to be more crazy. So right now let's just find under MIDI effects, chord, and fire that after. Here we go, and take 1 as the first, so really off, that you won't take 1 at the first, and then 5 at the next. So now we're getting into the crazy territory. And now I want to make a MIDI track so I don't forget, so I don't lose what this made. We can also, because I want it to be nicer here, so I want to go to Vital and say mod wheel. I want to have that to our filter and take the filter down. So it's like this. And the cool thing is, if we go into AUX in here, that's the mod wheel. So we can randomize this. And nothing is happening. Why? Let's see if it's in the mod wheel. Should be the mod wheel. It's on aux. Why is it not? Is it because this one should be here? No. That's weird. Oh, it's because this one is not set to mod wheel, it's set to something else. Let's try this. And it's volume. try and do a pitch wheel, and it's still doing nothing. It's something with vital. We can also do velocity, and then set the, we get, that's nice. But I would like to have the filter going. So let's just take the filter. And then over here, we're gonna take MIDI from, and then take vital and hit record. So here is our sequence. You can see the velocity as well. It's doing its thing. That's fine. 8. Just have 4. It's the same thing. Crop. We can also try and go in here and say, okay, let's do polyrhythms with, if we take 7 instead, and record that. So now we'll end up at the same place eventually. But so now we're going to record a long one. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And let's just have it on. Oh, I should have had one more, so it's 16. But maybe 15 is cool as well. So let's just try that. So now, this one we will delete, and delete that one, and then just drag these two over here and delete this. So now we just have it in a MIDI form instead. So now we can hear it. Now we can hear it, it kind of plays with your mind. At some point I deleted the 4 times 4. And just have it like this. So we have like 2 different ones. I like this one best. Then we can go in and open this up and set to macro 1. Should be on top of this. Have this more like this. Control this. So now we have it on macro 1 or on the push here. And it will automatically be here. So now we can play around with all these again. Yeah. make one more layer. No, let's take, just for the fun of it, face plant again. And then take a wavetable this time. Go into wavetable, just have screams. Maybe this one. And then let's FM the face again. And maybe take an LFO. This is new, so LFO table. So we can go in and say, okay, we want the grid decays. So we can say this one into here. And let's take frame. Something like that. Smooth it out. And the frames up here, we can also just play it with this. Yeah. Let's do compression. Threshold down. Sidechain, sideband. Just hit maybe a frequency shifter. Just try and put something in. And stop these. Again, doing some stuff that's not in there. That goes to lane 2, so let's just take multipass. Let's have this one have a reverse. With a reverb on. it's maybe this one down here. Let's try something crazier. Maybe not. So this one we need, because it's 4 times 4, we can just do LFO tool. This one here. So it's like doing a cutoff on this or a sidechain compression on this without doing it. And just gonna borrow it on this one as well, and on this one. Didn't like it. Three instruments. I think that's what we'll get today. Any questions? Again, a lot, but maybe you know, the insanity. Just let it flow, because like this kind of music is like what it makes these hypnotic stuff is it's not in tune. That's where it gets this crazy thing, but it at the end it really fulfills something. It's dirty, it's gritty, and it's unbalanced, but it's really nice, this way to make this. Next time we're gonna look about maybe add some more elements to it, maybe some more percussive stuff. I like percussion to make it more rhythmical, and maybe a lead. That was maybe we're missing. And after that we're gonna do mixing and arrangement, and at the end we're doing mastering. So yeah, that was it for today.